First, I'd just like to thank all the psych profs for getting us through the past 4 years, but there's two in particular who really got me through. Pete, I don't know if you know this, but you're 100% the reason that I decided to do psychology in the first place. The first day of intro, you piqued my interest, you made me fall in love with it, and you've really been there every step of the way for me. So thank you. And then Jim, you were my advisor for the past 4 years, but you went above and beyond. You really went above and beyond for me. You've done everything. If it wasn't for you, I would have quit school about 21 times in this year alone. So that was awesome. And Daniel too. You've only been here for a year, but everything I've needed, you didn't have to help me, but you've always helped me, and it really meant a lot to me. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, really. It was awesome. Good. I
would first like to thank all the psychology profs for being so nice to me and understanding when things get stressful in presentations and not asking too much of us. But I would really like to thank Dr. Kelly Warren, because if it wasn't for her helping me with this honors, I'm pretty sure I would have just gave up on it. And I would also like to thank Dr. Nanalini for helping me in seminar, because until the thesis, that was the most stressful time of my life. But I would also like to thank Dr. Duffy, because if it wasn't for Duffy, I wouldn't have fell in love with psychology as early as I did, and probably would have still been in business and not enjoying my degree.
I think I can speak on behalf of all the psychology students when I say that we owe Dr. Jim Duffy a huge thank you. A lot of people don't know this, but Jim's office is right outside the dem room. And the stuff that poor man has been privy to over the past few years is amazing, and he has never, ever shared the gossip that he has heard of the dem room. Thank you, Jim. I think that Dr. Buckle has no idea just how much he is idolized by all the students. She's been a huge mentor to me, and the proof of that is the fact that I go to mush every time I try to talk to her. So thank you, Dr. Buckle, for listening to me ramble. In your office for the past 4 years, you've made me a better person. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kelly Warren, for not only being my thesis supervisor, but for being kind of my mentor over the past few years. You are tough, and you've made me tough. And I appreciate all the late night emails and the times that you let me chase you down the hallway trying to beat other students to your office. And you genuinely care about the success of your students, and I owe my success to you. So thank you. That's good.
All right, so I'd like to express my thanks to Peter Stewart, obviously. It was your courses in cognitive psychology as well as sensation and perception that pushed me to look into doing graduate studies into neuroscience, and it was fantastic working with you as an honors advisor, obviously. I'd also like to express my thanks to Jim Duffy, mainly because if it wasn't for Jim's first year psychology courses, I would not be doing a psych major right now. Beyond that, I'd like to thank both Kelly Brown and Kelly Warren for being phenomenal statistics teachers, and Kelly Brown especially for dealing with not only mine but everyone else's concerns in 4th years after we've totally forgot how to do statistics after the 3rd year. Kelly Warren, I also appreciate the research experience, that's the one I'm looking for, the research experience that I was able to do with you in the 3rd year. That was really useful. Carla, the biological psychology courses were great, and also a necessary aspect that helped me to get into graduate studies for neuroscience for sure. Yes, of course, and a lot of thanks to Jennifer Buckle for being a fantastic academic advisor and definitely helping me figure out what I needed to get done to get through this degree.
I wanted to thank the entire faculty of psychology, but I wanted to give a specific shout out to the two Kellys and Jennifer for helping me realize that just because I bombed my first year, it wasn't the end of the world.
First of all, I want to thank the entire psychology faculty for making my experience here really memorable and awesome. I want to specifically thank Jim Duffy for helping me through my honors thesis. and putting up with some of my ridiculous questions. I also want to thank Pete because he was the person who sparked my interest for psychology in my first year here. And also to Kelly Warren and Kelly Brown for also putting up with my statistics questions. Thanks.
I would like to thank Dr. Sonia Corbin-Dwyer for putting up with me this entire past year. I know I've been a bit difficult sometimes, but thank you for all your help and guidance throughout my thesis project. And I would also like to thank Dr. Jennifer Buckle. You have been a godsend to me. Throughout all of my university degree, really, you have been amazing and helped me choose my courses and made me laugh when I thought I was going to have a breakdown, and I would just like to say I really appreciate all you've done. Thank you. I would also like to thank Pete, Dr. Pete Stewart that is, and Kelly Brown for helping me with all of my statistical problems over my university experience. I know I've been a nuisance to both of you, so I really appreciate your help. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Jim, for being my honor supervisor and helping me out so much over the past 4 years. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank Jim for spending so much time looking at master's programs with me and for letting me use that calculator. But Jim, that calculator really has to go. I'd really like to thank Kelly Brown for being my academic supervisor, my second reader, and for teaching me so much about statistics. I really appreciate it.
I just want to thank all the faculty at Grenfell in the psychology program for helping me throughout the years. It's been an awesome 3 years, and all the faculty have given me the opportunity to become a better person, realize I'm capable of many things, and find out what I actually want in life. Also, thanks for all the opportunities with markers, research assistantships, stuff like that, getting involved with research. I appreciate everything, so thanks everybody very much.
Hi everyone. I'd like to thank the entire psychology faculty for the ongoing support and help and everything that they have done throughout my entire degree. It's been an amazing 4 years here at Grenfell, and it definitely would not have been the same without you. Thanks for all the help with applications, with just having an open door, and being someone to listen when I need it. Thanks.
So I would be Harry, and Jim will be Professor McGonagall because he always gives everybody a hard time, but then when they actually get something and it clicks, he's just so excited. And Pete would be Hagrid because he's cool, but he still teaches me stuff, and he always saves my ass no matter what, every semester that I've had him. And then Daniel will be Lupin because he always gives me everything I need to learn something, and but he doesn't come out and say it. Like, he won't tell me, but he'll always give me everything I need to know it, except he won't die in the end.
I guess Uptown Funk for the whole department. But then for one prop, for Duffy it would be Iggy Azalea's Fancy.
I'm so fancy, you already know.
Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to.
I think the one song that always comes to mind is Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. It's so dramatic, almost comically so, but these professors have seen so many students go by, and the love that we have for them and the respect is just amazing. I would pick Shake It Off because SPSS always screws up, and when that happens, you just gotta shake it off.
Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to say the Flash. Because one minute he's in his office, and the next you need him, and he's gone. Just like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm Sheldon from Big Bang, but I'm not sure if she'd be Penny or Leonard, because I'm usually, you know, Dr. Warren, Dr. Warren, Dr. Warren. I think I get on her nerves. I'm probably Sheldon, and she's one of the other characters for sure.
I don't know exactly why. I'm not exactly sure why I'd pick this one. Just mainly because we both understand the reference. But I'd say Marty Hart and Russ Cole. I think the song that would fit my feelings towards Jim Duffy the best would be the Golden Girls theme song.
Thank you for being a friend.
Just Superwoman. She got me through honors.
I think sometimes I'd be Joey from Friends and Jim would be Ross.
Who would she be?
Wonder Woman. Definitely Wonder Woman.
Jennifer Buckle is a superhero. Let's be real. I would say Iron Man because like he always has it planned out. He always got a plan. He's always got it figured out. And I feel like Jennifer always has it figured out, and if not, she's got a backup plan.
Oh dear. I would nickname him Charlie because me and Felicia have been calling ourselves Duffy's Angels for a while now, so I think it suits.
EV duo that represents Jennifer and my relationship. I wish you had told me beforehand. I would be Don Cherry and Jennifer would be Ron McClane. Because I have no idea what I'm talking about. And she just pulls me back down and tries to keep me on track. And it's a humorous relationship, albeit a little bit wacky. But I think that accurately describes it. I enjoy ties, and she actually knows what she's talking about, whereas I kind of just babble and run on with certain things, and usually go over time limits. Like right now, I'm taking a long time just to talk about this. Which movie would I pick? The Notebook. I don't think I need to say anything else.
If me and Jennifer were a TV duo, she would be Walter White and I would be Jesse, because I'm the kid who doesn't know what's going on and who knows what Jennifer does on the weekend.